Hey guys, I'm Maxadrums and welcome to this drum lesson where I'll be sharing one of my favorite warm-ups with you guys. I call it the extended paradiddle inversion warm-up, and the goal here is to be able to play the standard paradiddle and its inversions, first right hand lead and then left hand lead, and looping that over and over without stopping. This really lets you warm your hands up and you can work on speeding it up or work on your technique, etc. And it's a really good way to get started before you go grooving or working on other exercises, etc. So if you're not too familiar with the paradiddle and its inversions, please download the PDF, have a look at that. The goal is of course to memorize all of this, and it's only a couple of patterns, but if you're new to it, that's a great help. So download that and we'll get right into it. Alright, so if you take a look at the PDF, you can see that we're going to go through this starting with right hand lead, standard paradiddle, first inversion, second inversion, and then third inversion, switching to left hand, doing standard paradiddle, first inversion, second inversion, and then third inversion. We're going to loop this over and over and doing one bar of each paradiddle in 16th notes. So I'm going to go over this really slow so you guys can follow along and understand how we're going to do this. So you start with the standard paradiddle right hand lead. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then we go to the first inversion. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and second inversion, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then the third inversion, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and now we switch to left hand lead, starting with standard paradiddle. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and first inversion, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and second inversion, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then third inversion, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So when you're learning to transition between these paradiddle inversions, I strongly suggest you just take one bar, so one paradiddle, and loop that over and over and over again until you feel comfortable and relaxed to move on to the next inversion. So eventually we want you to play one bar of each paradiddle, but there's nothing wrong during practice to just repeat one paradiddle as many times as you'd like before moving on to the next one. So as a demonstration, if we take the standard paradiddle and then work our way into the first inversion, you just start your standard paradiddle. You keep repeating it over and over until you feel like you can think about the first inversion or you feel ready to try to get into it. So you set yourself up by going like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you start playing the first inversion. You keep repeating that as many times as you like. And then you keep doing that through the whole process if you want to, or you can work on switching between different inversions as you'd like. And that's a really good way of setting yourself up for that. Alright, so the next step would be to play it through from top to bottom and then repeat. So let's do that kind of slow, starting at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And you can go as many times as you'd like. The more you do it, the warmer you get and the more into your bones you get this stuff. And then eventually you can speed up. So next step, let's speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson and this warm-up, and this is something you can play just for a couple of minutes to get warm, but it's also something you can work on to bring up your speed of the singles and the doubles and the paradiddles, and work on the evenness between your two hands, etc. So for speed, right now I'm at something like this. And you can just keep increasing that speed, and when I'm playing at that speed I notice that I kind of have small accents in there, it's not completely even, so that's something I just keep working on all the time, and it's a really fun warm-up and exercise. So thanks guys for watching, I hope you got something out of this. Let me know below if you're trying this out or if you're going to use this warm-up, etc. And I'll see you guys in the next one.